Lowe's this now they talking about uh Kobe wasn't a good off ball player. What?
Hey, look, all I can tell you is, where was this same talk while he was here when you were
That
playing him? Where was this talk when he was alive, when you were playing him? Where was this talk when he was busting y'all's ass?
hey
Where was this talk when he was winning championships?
hey one of these niggas because Low he or Mars was actually the one that tagged him. One of these niggas said LeBron became a better mid range shooter than Kobe ever was.
Are
Nigga,
you
what?
are you
Nigga,
serious?
what?
Have they not looked at his fucking splits and looked to see what he
Terrible.
shoots from fucking mid range? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Some of these niggas.
Hey, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Uh, did LeBron become a better shooter as he got older? Yeah,
Man,
but
especially from the
that's
three. Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
would give him that.
that was just because he wasn't as athletic or as explosive as he is or as he was then. So that happens. That happens with every player. Even Mike, MJ was
I
the
mean,
same
most
way.
players improve. Most players do improve after like their shooting. Like if they're not very good shooters after being in the league for so long. I mean, J Kidd did it.
Yeah.
Vince Carter did it. He wasn't always a great 3 point shooter.
No.
Um, there's a lot of players that's like that. So it's not surprising.
I just don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, Clutch is either paying a lot of dues to say this shit or promising a lot of shit, to certain people. And I don't know which one it is. But I will say, where was this kind of smoke when Kobe was alive? And the one thing that pisses me off is the way we treat the people that have passed on and no longer here to defend themselves. That's that's a horrible. Here's the number one thing I'll say. Here's one of the greatest fucking players to ever play the game. And I don't care what anybody else says. He did things the way he should have done them. He was a role model. He was an impactful, role model and player on and off the court. He was a spokesman for the NBA. And the problem I have with this is that no matter what you may have thought of Kobe as a person, his play on the court, why in the world would you let somebody tell you that one of the greatest players to ever play should receive this kind of treatment now that he's not here to defend himself when you guys had all this time while he was in the league to do the same thing? This is some bullshit I don't fucking get. And when you speak ill of the dead, you know what? These things come back to haunt you. They come back to haunt you. Every one of these guys, there's not a one of them I can say. I mean, I'll give it to Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. Both them guys talked about how great Kobe was. These are Celtics players. The, the ones that should be talking are the ones, like even Kenyon Martin. He said, I had to play all these dudes. I played against Shaq. I played against Kobe. I played against Tim Duncan. I played against all these guys. Right? And he never fucking shits on Kobe. Never. And I for one, I'm sorry.
You know who else don't? You know who
Who?
else don't?
Who?
AI. You ain't
Well,
ever heard
yeah.
AI say none
Yeah.
of this bullshit all
He
these other motherfuckers are saying.
No, they don't. But that's the dudes I respect. The ones who lost to Kobe that understood his greatness and would never take nothing from that. And then you got these other motherfuckers who lost to Kobe and they never won shit either. And they never beat Kobe like that. And yet their career wasn't anything, like Kobe's. But yet they come out and they say this shit. I'm giving Tracy McGrady a pass because I get what he was trying to say, but it came out completely wrong. And
Yeah, I agree.
he should have backtracked a little bit beforehand and said, wait, listen, I'm not
He kind of
saying,
did though.
yeah, but that was after the fact, right? It was after
Uh,
he got
yeah, like
real,
I get what he was saying. Like I do think he would have won a championship with Shaq,
but
just because
he wouldn't have done
he wouldn't
what
have been the
Kobe
same
did.
factor. Yeah, exactly. He
You
wouldn't
know,
have did what Kobe did. But
no,
I do think you put you replace him with Kobe, and then let's say he's averaging 20 points a game.
yeah,
Because Shaq, especially the first championship, at the minimum,
yeah,
the first championship, I could see that because Shaq was carrying such of the load that specific championship like series. I could get it.
yeah,
I mean, the motherfucker was putting up like 40 and 16.
yeah.
You don't need much from everybody else when somebody's putting up those kind of numbers. So, I mean, I get it. I get what you're
I
saying.
get that portion of it, but you know, how are we doing this? Is listen, the list that came out with Bleacher Report, I find it to be troublesome because
Oh,
on one hand they said this shit and they put Kobe at 11 outside the top 10, right? But at the same time in 2018 they put out a report or a, you know, I don't know what you want to call it. It was some sort of you know,
it was a fan vote.
basically they put out something and they said
Yeah,
that
it
Kobe
was a fan
Bryant was
vote.
the most dominant player of the decade. How is it that he can go from being the most dominant player of the decade to now he's number 11 behind guys who were in that decade with him?
Hey, look, you might
I
kill
don't
me
get
for
it.
this. You might
Say
kill me
what?
for this.
What?
But I don't know how Bill Russell is 6 spots ahead of Kobe. I look
I don't
six
either.
spots.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Only reason I can
And look,
say that
no
is because of,
disrespect, no disrespect to Bill Russell, but 6 spots ahead of Kobe, and he's top five. And look,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Even
I
even putting Bill Russell ahead of Bird is crazy to me.
The only reason you would do it is because of the wins, right? The
And
championships.
I get it, but
Now, I said that's the only reason. And well, I won't say that's the only reason. That's one of the two reasons I would say you would put him above it. Is because of the championships, and the other reason would be the impact he had on the league because he was a black man playing at that time when the
yeah,
league was
it's not
segregated.
even it's not even the fact that he's ahead of Kobe. It's the fact that he's 6 spots
I get it, and
ahead
that's
of
why I
Kobe.
said I want to. I get what they're trying to say with the criteria and how they based it, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't
No,
make
it don't make sense
sense.
to me.
So I don't get it. I as far as how they came up with this criteria,
Well,
it,
it's
it it's
inconsistent for one.
it's very inconsistent. That's basically what I'm saying.
Because here's the thing: as great as a winner as Bill Russell was, like I always say, he was not elite on both sides of the ball as an
No,
individual
he
player.
wasn't an elite scorer. We all know that he didn't shoot a high
Yeah,
percentage, right? But
yeah, that's what
he
I'm saying.
was,
Like, I get he was a winner, but like, damn, Kobe was winning too.
yeah.
Not at the same clip,
No,
but 5 championships and out of 7 times he's went to the finals.
yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
It's pretty damn good. That's why I said, how can to me, championships hold a lot of weight for me, right? That's just my opinion. It doesn't matter anybody else agrees with it, but to me, championships hold a lot of weight. And the guys that we're talking about that are in this top 10, aren't they aren't they pretty much all champions?
Yeah, they are. But like even with Will, it's kind of like yeah, Wilt has 2 championships, but it's like, uh, eh.
I mean, they are, but
I
at the
would
same
argue,
time,
I would argue that Kobe's 2 championships he won after Shaq are way more impressive than the two that Wilt got.
do you have the list
Especially
pulled
when
up?
Wilt, I
Do you
can
have
pull
the
it up
list
real
pulled
quick.
up? Pull up. Just let me see the. Just tell me what the top 10 are. That's all I want to know. Top 10, and I kind of remember most of them, but I just want to make sure.
Hmm.
That to
All right,
me,
let's
that's the
see.
thing. Like I said, championships do hold weight, a lot of weight for me. MVPs hold a lot of weight. Defensive, player of the year holds a lot of weight. Uh, Scoring champion holds some. Assist champion holds some. The assist leader holds some. Rebounding leader
Um,
holds some.
so obviously it's Mike, LeBron, Kareem, and then you got Magic at 4,
Okay.
Bill Russell at 5. I think Shaq is at 6,
Shaq's at 6. Yeah.
Duncan's at 7, Bird at 8, Will at 9, Curry at 10, Kobe at 11. So
Why is Wilt in the top 10 then? And I hate to be that guy, but let's be honest. I get
thank
it.
you.
I get it that Wilt didn't have a Shaq, but he was supposed to be Shaq. That's number one,
Or who
right?
was a no,
Of
and
his time.
not to mention, he was a playoff and finals. I don't necessarily want to call him a choker because I think that's a
He
little harsh.
underachieved. He did. He
But he
underachieved
definitely
a little bit.
underachieved.
A little
He was
bit. I won't say a
nowhere
lot.
near. He was nowhere near the player he was normally that he was in the playoffs and in the finals. Not
And a
even
lot of
close.
a lot of that had to do with the fact that Bill Russell and them did make it hard on him.
Yeah, that too. But even when they didn't play, because there was a couple he didn't even play Bill Russell,
True,
and he was
true.
still like,
and
like
and so what I'm saying is okay. I can
as a matter of
agree
fact.
with some of that that's in there, but Kobe should at least be at the very minimum be in there above Wilt to me
I'm gonna
because
be honest with you. There's like 2, 3 players he should be in ahead of, in my opinion.
I
Well,
I, I can
I got Kobe at 2, but like
I do
if I'm just
too.
going off the list,
I
if
do
I'm just
too, but
going
if
off the list,
yeah,
like
I can give Kobe
I'd have
2.
him, I'd have him ahead of Shaq. I'd have him. Duncan is kind of, I don't know. Me
And
personally, I would.
can I say something that maybe a lot of people won't agree with? I'll be honest with you. I don't believe you should be on this list until you retired, so until we see your full body work.
That's a fair point.
I'm just saying because
That's a fair point.
think of this: Curry's on this list and he's not done playing. LeBron is on this list. He's not done playing. Now I get it. He might be close. This might be his last year. Who knows? But until he does, you should not be on this list. If we need to revisit it after he retires, so be it. But I don't think you should be on this list until you retire from the NBA.
Well, that's kind of
That's
hard
just
to
my
say
opinion.
because it's kind of hard to say though because like imagine coming out with a list like a top 100 list in general, right?
Yeah.
And then you not have LeBron on the list at all.
I don't think you should be on there at all until you retire. I don't think anybody should be on there until they retire. And you're going to tell me that there's not 100 players that haven't retired that should be in the list until
No, no,
those other
no.
guys move up.
I get that, but at the same time, I mean, they was calling MJ to go after 2 rings.
I get
I
that. I
mean,
get that. But I'm just saying,
man,
if we really want to look at it, we really shouldn't do that at all. Even I don't. Even me, I will say this. Yes, people were saying that about MJ after his second ring, right? But even then, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair because
man,
let's
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 be
be
real
honest.
though. We do this with Mahomes though. Mahomes is
I don't call him the
already.
greatest. I don't call him the
I
greatest
don't
of
call
all
him the
time.
greatest. No, no, no. He's not the greatest of all time.
No, I don't
But
do that.
we do think he's at least top 3, top 4 of all time,
Okay, we
easily,
might we might do
easily.
that. We might do that as far as all time. But what if he was to quit today and say he's not playing
I
another
still
day.
would.
Okay,
If
but
Mahomes retired right now, he's a
he,
top four quarterback of all time.
but
Easy.
not. I mean, not necessarily because there's Joe Montana, there's Tom
I said
Brady.
top four. I said
Even at the
top
top
four.
four, think about the guys that are in there.
Dad. If he retired right now, what he's accomplished with already in a short amount of time he's already done it. He's a top four quarterback of all time. I don't care what nobody say.
I
He's
can
got more
say
championships. He's got more championships than Brady, Breeze, Rogers, uh, who else? And how many? And Breeze don't even have no MVPs,
no.
does he?
Brees doesn't. I don't
Which
think
is
Brees has it.
crazy.
Okay,
Which is insane to me.
but
Um,
we're still missing other quarterbacks that were already retired who were there.
okay, so you got Brady, Joe Montana, who I
Yeah,
do agree are ahead of him as of right now,
yeah.
and then who else? Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning,
Okay, and who else?
Troy Aikman. Uh,
Mahomes is better than
I'm
that.
not
Be for
saying
real.
he's better. What I'm saying is let's not put them into that conversation until they're done, so we can look at the whole
I
body of work.
am
I know, but that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't do it.
Dad. You know damn well if you had to rank them, Troy Aikman is not touching Mahomes. You know
Talent wise,
this.
no. Talent wise, I don't think he is for sure. I don't think
Even
he is at all.
accomplishment wise, aren't they tied? Because I think Aikman has three, right?
Uh, Aikman does have three.
He has three championships with the
Yep,
Cowboys,
yep.
and then he doesn't have any MVPs. Like
No,
I'm sorry, man. Mahomes at least four. At the worst, you have Brady,
yeah.
Montana,
So
and Peyton. If you want to put
here,
Peyton ahead of him,
here's the
cool.
guys, and I'm not saying that here's the deal. I'm not saying that Patrick shouldn't be in the conversation. I just don't think he should go on a list saying
I
it
do.
until he retires, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen. There could be a guy that comes after him that winds up
But you gotta no, I mean
doing
I get what you're saying, but you gotta look at it from a standpoint of what he's accomplished and the time he's accomplished it. Let me
your
fix my
camera.
camera real
Yeah,
quick.
your camera is off. But Tom Brady is number one. Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, uh, then Troy Aikman and Patrick Mahomes. So you've got five quarterbacks in this situation where Brady's number one, Montana's number two, and uh, Terry Bradshaw. Both of those, Montana and Bradshaw, both have four championships, right? Uh, then there's Patrick Mahomes and Troy Aikman, who both have three. There's not a lot of quarterbacks who have multiple championships like that, right?
Oh yeah.
And so therefore I do agree that to me right now, if Patrick Mahomes was to end his career, he would go down as one of the top five quarterbacks of all time because of how many Super Bowls he's won and the amount of time that he did do it in, right? But I just think that sometimes we just need to lay off the list situation until a guy is retired and we see his full body
I
of work.
do I do think it depends on the player too. Like I think like Mahomes is an anomaly.
He
Like
is. He is.
he's really an anomaly. Like even with the other good quarterbacks that are playing right now, you couldn't say that about them because they haven't accomplished and done what he's done in the short amount of time that he's done it.
No.
Even though Lamar is great, he's a two-time MVP. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
hasn't, bro. Mahomes has only not been to the Super Bowl his entire career. Was it twice? It's only been two times. His rookie year, well, the first year he started,
Yeah.
and then the year they
The year they lost to the Bengals.
to the Bengals. Yeah, they
Yeah.
lost to the Bengals. That is insane to me, bro.
So
Insane. So I don't know.
I will
That's my two
say
cents.
that I think the list thing are kind of stupid. But if you're gonna do them, and this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's right. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it's right. It's just that we do certain shit that irritates me because we go by what's the flavor of the month right now. We're enamored
I
with,
agree.
we're enamored with what's hot,
Recency
right?
bias. Yeah,
Yeah,
recency bias.
recency bias is fucking killing us right now. And so, true, Curry and LeBron are not spring chickens no more, right? They're not young, and they do deserve to be on the list. But I think why not just wait until they're done? Then we can accumulate and really put them into this list the way that they need to be, right? It's the same thing with Kobe. Kobe, look, he's not here. And it just seems like they're taking shots at him any chance they can, right? It's like every day I hear some bullshit where they come out
Yeah,
and they
but
got
then
this new thing on Kobe about why he's not in the top 5 or not in the top
I
10
I
or
would really say it's really starting to been pop off within like the last year or two
very much
that they've
so.
been, and I would really say within this last year, it's really been like they've been harping on it this past year or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
Hey, if y'all don't know, I'm Big Tim. That is Mr. Mike LaFleur. We are the Cave Cast. We got kind of off on a tangent, but a lot of it's just because we have kind of strong feelings about the lists that have come out. And if you guys don't know, Bleacher Report, yeah, they did come out with a list about who are the greatest 100 players of all time, and then they had their top 10 that a lot of people just kind of a lot of people did not agree with it. And I'll say this: I don't know if there's been a bigger impactful player as far as the culture goes, and unless it's Michael Jordan, right? Um, I don't know if there is, as far as for the game of basketball. I don't know if there's a bigger guy who's been as big as Kobe Bryant besides Michael Jordan.
Man, Dad, you know
Allen,
what else is?
well, I was gonna
No, go
say
ahead, go ahead,
Allen Iverson was
go
good
ahead,
for
man.
the culture inside the NBA, but as far as the reach of the NBA, I don't think there's nobody who was bigger than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. I really don't.
No, I agree. No, I was gonna say like, and look, I ain't trying to shit on Shaq, but like they got Shaq at 6, bro.
Yeah,
He was people. They talk all this shit about Kobe and with you know how he was riding on Shaq's coattails and all this kind of stuff.
yeah.
Bro, Shaq was a certified loser until Kobe came along. He got swept. How many times? You know, he's tied for the most sweeps in playoff history. Did you know that?
I did not know
If
that.
not the most, yeah, he has. I'm about to. I know I'm not tripping
Yeah,
because
I hope you.
I think I seen something about that on Twitter.
That is wild. I
Yes.
did not realize that. If that's the case, uh,
Hold on,
I hope you can pull that up because that's
I'm
crazy.
about to.
But with Shaq, I look, and I'm never going to take a shot at Shaq because Shaq's my guy. I love Shaquille O'Neal. I've
Oh no,
always loved
Shaq
Shaquille
was
O'Neal.
he was a dog, bro.
But I get what people are saying. But let's be honest, Shaq didn't make this list, and he's always harping for Kobe. He's like,
Oh yeah, for
y'all
sure.
disrespect.
He even said something about it. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all disrespect Kobe every chance
Yes,
you can.
Dad. Shaquille O'Neal. Check this out. The all-time leaders in sweeps suffered. Shaquille O'Neal and Paul Gasol,
Wow.
both 6 times.
Mm,
Six
mm.
times.
Damn, that's a lot. I didn't realize that.
Like
Mm.
what? Kobe's at 3, but that was in 98, 99. Like he didn't really like 98, 99. Okay, maybe 99, but 98 he wasn't really playing a whole lot.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit, but not a whole lot. But
Mm.
yeah, man, I don't even think Mike is. I think Mike has one.
You
Oh,
know,
two. I take that
he's
back.
got. Yeah, I was gonna say. But what's frustrating about this is, like I said, you know the disrespect that Kobe gets right now. I don't understand it. I just don't fucking get it, and I don't
But you know,
understand
Kobe
what
was always hated though.
he was. But
He
I
was.
mean,
He was very much hated, especially during that whole with the whole Shaq and Kobe thing, and then on top of that, the Colorado shit. that
Yeah,
was going
and
on.
I'm gonna be
And
honest
then
with you.
people
I
didn't
hate
like
Kobe just because he was a Laker. I hated him because he was a
it,
Laker.
but people didn't like Kobe just because of how he was too. Like he was an asshole, kind of
I
like how
thought,
MJ
I thought,
was.
I thought so much. I was like, this nigga just want to be like Mike. He trying to be like Mike, and I mean, I wasn't wrong. He even admits it. He says it, right? And but I thought about this, and I was like, there's the old saying that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. He loved Michael Jordan. He loved him so much that he wanted to imitate his game. And he was able to capitalize off of that imitation, right? And make his own way and win without, when they told him that he couldn't win without Shaq. He did that. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that you can say about a player. I don't like the fact that he shoots a lot. I don't like the fact that he he tends to dribble the air out the ball. I don't like his attitude. Uh, it's just anything. You can always say there's certain things you don't like about a player, right? But the one thing you should never say about a player, especially when he's a competitor, the way that Kobe is a competitor, you should never say, I don't like that motherfucker because he wins. You should never say
I'm
that.
dead,
You should never say that. And
man. That
that's essentially what they're saying. Because he was a winner, they hated him.
Dad, you know what's crazy? They having this now. They having this whole argument about was '09 was it '09 Wade that '09 Wade season was it better than any? It's the he's that '09 Wade season is better than any season Kobe's had, and
So
I'm
what
like,
happened?
how the fuck? Hold on, I'm like, wait a minute, how can you niggas say shit like that when Wade himself literally just said not that long ago that
Mm-mm-mm.
he, LeBron, and Bosh had to team up with each other because Kobe was winning too much.
Yep.
Nigga, what? Kobe
That
would
that
never say no shit like that.
that is
Like,
the
come on,
that's the
come
thing
on,
that
dog.
irks me the most is that they talk all this shit about how Golden State had to go get Kevin Durant and they had to have this three-headed monster or four-headed monster, however they wanted to say it, in Golden State just to beat one man. They always have these memes. All this just to beat the king. All this
They say it
ever
like
just to
they
beat the
haven't beat him before though. That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing to me. Like,
And that's fine. You want to say that, but let's be honest. That's the same thing Miami did to beat Kobe. They thought they were going to have to contend with Kobe winning more championships. So that's why
yep,
they teamed up. They even said so.
because
Dwayne
he was
Wade
going for
said
the
it.
three-peat.
Yes, he was going for the three-peat. And they had already made up their mind that this was something they were going to do. Right? So I don't know. I've lost a little faith in social media and in communities when it comes to the way we treat our heroes or our idols or, you know, the people we look up to. Whatever way you want to, whatever thing you want to call them, whatever, you know. I guess the problem I have with it is at what point does it stop? Because I'm really hating because you can see it already with Mike. And when Mike's no longer here, what are they gonna say about Mike? They're going to try to downplay the fuck out of him. They're going to try to make it seem like he wasn't that great. You already hear him now saying he was playing plumbers. And this is the same old shit, the same old rhetoric that they use for everybody. He wasn't playing nobody. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. All right. So I'm hoping they understand that by the time it becomes their time, when they're, you know, in their 50s, and the players that are coming up at that point or have been in the league for like the last 5 years, these guys or the people who are watching them are looking at their guys that they thought were great and going, these scrubs, these bum ass motherfuckers, they couldn't do shit with these guys that are here now. I hope that they get that same level of disdain that they've given all the heroes and all the greats that came before them, because that's what they
Yeah.
deserve. That's
And
exactly
you know
what
what
they
else?
deserve.
You know what else is? I really do think Kobe is getting severely overlooked at what he was able to do defensively.
Yeah,
Like,
I totally agree
bro,
because, like I said, 12
bro,
time All Defense.
dad. My thing, bro, because what's his name had put some film of him. It was
Yeah.
early Kobe. There was a little bit of aftershock too. Man, that dude was clamping shit.
Oh, I know.
After
I've seen it.
and he said this, he literally said this after what AI did to him. When
Hmm.
remember when AI put 40 on him,
Yeah.
and he said that Kobe said he was embarrassed at the way that Allen Iverson, because remember he was saying he was jealous of how uh, Allen Iverson was able to go out and be that kind of scorer because
Yeah.
Kobe couldn't necessarily do that because they had a Shaquille O'Neal, and that's
Yep.
kind of when he first got in the league, and his coach wouldn't let him play a lot because the coach didn't like younger players and rookies and shit like
Yep.
that.
Dale Harris.
Ever since, ever since that game when AI put 40 on him, Kobe was clamping niggas. I mean, like I was looking at the film. I said, "Don't nobody play defense like this no more." It's very rare you see a dude play consistent perimeter on ball defense like that. You don't see that very often. So people definitely overlooking, and it wasn't just he was guarding scrubs. He was guarding the best players, like the
I
best
watched the
perimeter
video of
players.
him. I watched the video of him on LeBron James, where he just completely hounded the shit out of LeBron. I watched another one where he did the same thing to Dwayne Wade and even blocked the shots
Oh,
Dwayne.
you remember? Yo, that was one of them when he did what he did to Dwayne Wade,
Yeah,
bro. Picked him up full court
yeah,
and hounded him
exactly.
the entire time, bro. Like
Yes,
Dwayne, even with Kyrie, he clamped Kyrie a couple times.
yep.
Like, y'all gotta stop this, man.
I just
And
know
then,
that. What?
no, real quick, Gil pissed me off too because he said the dumbest shit. I was watching it earlier. He was like, "What did he say?" Because he was talking about how good Kobe wasn't like athletically gifted, and he was like, he has to do all these like counter moves because his first
Oh,
step
yeah, I
wasn't as
remember
quick.
that. I remember that shit.
Okay, my thing is, I'm like, wait a minute. So basically, what you're saying is Kyrie doesn't have a first quick. He doesn't have a first quick step because he has
Yeah,
to do all those dribble moves. You see how dumb you sound? That's a
yeah.
dumb. That was stupid to me because I've seen Kobe beat dudes with one move plenty of times.
And one of those other videos was when he did the same thing to Kyrie. He clamped Kyrie up too. I remember that.
Yeah, where he blocked the shot too.
And this was in the retirement year. The year that Kobe retired, he did that to Kyrie.
No, that was when Kyrie. Unless you're talking about a different one,
I'm talking about the
because the
one.
one
It
I
was.
remember,
I think it was
the
his
one I
retirement
remember
year.
The one I remember is when Kyrie was. This was before LeBron even got there. This is when
Yeah,
Kyrie was in like his first or second season or something like that, if I remember right.
I don't
Because I remember
remember.
watching that game.
I don't remember that one, but the one I watched, I thought they were saying this was the year of Kobe's retirement because it was 2017. I think that's
Oh
what
yeah,
they were
this was way
saying.
before that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they were
this was
saying it's
way before that.
2017, and that was the season that, uh, yeah, that was the season
Well,
where Kyrie actually wound up leaving after. I think that was anyway.
it's 2016. Kobe retired. That's the year he retired.
That's what it was. So it was
Yeah.
2017 was the season that he or 2016 whatever it was. It was a season that Kyrie was they won that championship. That's what it was. But I was just saying, no matter what, he had just come back from the Achilles injury on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I hate talking about it to be honest with you because it pisses me off, and I don't
Oh, you
understand
think that
why.
pisses you off? It makes me. It. Ooh, I be boiling hot. I be
Yeah,
ready to
and
hit
that's what I'm saying.
motherfuckers.
I can, and I don't, and to me, I don't know why. Look, I'm a Celtic fan, and I should not be mad about this, right? But I'm mad at it because it's fucking not true. We all watch these fucking games. Every fucking one of us. I seen this motherfucker go for 81 points.
And we
I
ain't
mean,
talking about in the league. We talking about in an era where the spacing was nowhere near what it is today. Like the defenses was way different. The pace of the game was way different. Like, yeah, man.
I watched this shit happen. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to say I watched. I want to say I remember when it was the scoring title that was up for grabs, and I want to say it was fucking that season. It was Shaquille O'Neal. It was I want to say it was like 1995, 96 was the season, and it was Shaquille O'Neal and David Robinson were up
Oh, I
for the
remember that.
scoring champion. And I want to
Yep.
say it was a game where David Robinson or Shaquille O'Neal had went out. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Shaquille
It
O'Neal
was
had
David
went out.
Robinson. No, it
David
was David Robinson that he went and scored like 70 some points, didn't
Yeah, David Robinson went and hit 72 cuz Shaq had hit 69 if I
he? Yeah.
remember right. And these were the two big men. They were probably the two one of the, two of the greatest big men in the league at that time, right? So I'm watching this happen and I'm like, man, this is great. But think about this. The shots are all inside. They're all inside. Anywhere between 3 to 12 feet at the most. They're not shooting threes. They're not shooting jumping, coming off the dribble, face ups coming off the dribble and, you know, pulling up, shooting the mid range. That's not what's happening. They might go to a spot, and sit there and wait for the ball to come to them, or they might set a screen and roll off of it and hit a 12-footer. But they're not putting the ball on the floor. I watched Kobe Bryant do this shit, 81 points, all while being a guard. A guard in the NBA hit 81 points. I don't care
Pretty
what
crazy.
nobody. I don't care what nobody.
You know what's
I
funny? You know what's funny? He wasn't doing it in like garbage time up like 30 points either.
no.
They were actually losing that game.
Yeah.
They came back because they was playing the Toronto Raptors. They came back and made a comeback at the very last minutes of that game to win the game.
Yeah.
And it was because of Kobe.
Like I
So
said, I'm a fucking Celtic fan, and I will forever hate the Lakers because that's in my DNA, right? My guy Lamond, he's a Laker fan, always has been. I've known him forever, and he talks about how in '84, how that season, how it pissed him off so much, right?
yeah.
Right? And he was telling me about the '84 season, about how that was the season he became a big Laker fan. Like it would just kind of everything just clicked for him. Like this is the team he wants to follow. And he was talking about how they lost to the Celtics and this and that. And he was telling me this shit, and I was like, I said, man, I said I remember that season. I remember the series and this and that. I said, it's nothing better than Laker tears. Nothing.
Man,
Nothing.
you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
But I'm saying that to say this. At the same time that I hate the Lakers, there is that respect for them. Because I understand what it meant as far as the rivalries go and the players and the way that they matched up with each other. And to me, that's what it's all about. Having the ability to go out there and play the best. I don't want to hear about nobody being hurt. I don't want it to be no fucking excuses. Let's fucking lace them up and go do it. And when you watch the Lakers and the Boston Celtics play, that's what the fuck you got. And what irritates me when I hear this shit from these people is that I watched Kobe Bryant do this shit. When the fucking Celtics and the Lakers got back to the fucking finals in 2008, do you understand how fucking geeked I was? Mike, do you understand how geeked I was for that series?
And
That was
when
like,
they came back, remember you was standing at an apartment with Sean,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. We
that's when
had
they
the,
played. That's when they played the second time. They played the
yeah,
second time in that,
yep,
and you was talking all that shit
yo.
about them punk ass Celtics. I try to tell you,
Well,
Kobe
I'm
was
a
coming
Celtics
for his
fan.
revenge, man. You know what
I
I'm
was a
saying?
Celtics fan. Well, I mean,
And he
that's
was
what
so
we do.
salty. He was so salty when they lost, yo. Oh man, I
You
tried
know
to
what's
tell him.
funny? You know what's funny that you talk about that is I remember me and Sean had gotten into a little argument about that because he was a Laker fan, and I remember sitting there telling him about because we were up in that series, right? And
Yeah.
I remember talking to him about that, and I remember saying to myself, I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but I was a little worried. I was a little
But you know what's crazy? Because people always talk about Kobe's like field goal percentage, bro. That was a defensive ass series.
that series
If
was so good. Oh my
straight
God, that
defense,
series.
bro. Like everybody was struggling from the field. Like
That series
literally,
was so good.
Ray Allen didn't shoot good. Paul
Nope.
Pierce didn't shoot good. Kobe didn't shoot good. Like everybody was playing lockdown defense, bro. It was
There
a
was
hard
one
fought
game.
series.
There was one game I remember in particular that Ray Allen went crazy with threes. I think I don't want to say he hit like eight or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was like he hit a bunch of them. And I was like, damn, this motherfucker's in fuego, right? So, but then after that game, it was like we couldn't get it shit off. Ray couldn't do shit, right?
Shit. Kobe had them boys playing like they was the Detroit Pistons defense, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all.
That was such a good
Because
series.
Even Gasol was kind of like holding his own against
Yeah.
KG and fucking I think Big Baby or no, Kendrick was on that team.
Yeah, Perkins
Perkins.
got hurt. Perkins got hurt, and
Yeah, he did get hurt.
yeah, he
Yeah, I
got
remember
hurt in
that. He
that
did get
series.
hurt.
And that game 7, it kind of showed in the game 7 for real. And game
Yeah,
seven,
because Gasol
they
and
didn't.
Bynum was showing up a little
Yeah,
bit for
they
sure in
didn't
that
have an
series.
interior defender, and that really kind of hurt us a lot. So, but man, let me just say this: if you are a real Celtics or a real Laker fan, whenever we get a chance to play each other, it
And we
is the
will.
it's the best fucking thing. It's like there's nothing like it. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. There is never ever gonna be a fucking rivalry in the NBA as far as the fan perspective goes like the Celtics and the Lakers. It don't matter who's there. If these motherfuckers make it to a fucking finals again and they play each other, they're gonna it's gonna be one of the highest rated fucking series in the world again because
Especially
people,
now, especially now that the Lakers actually got another star outside of
yeah,
LeBron. Yeah, for sure.
people want to
Most
see the
definitely.
Lakers and the Celtics. It's storybook shit, right? We're the two greatest franchises in the fucking NBA in history. And that's being the most honest I can be about it. The two greatest franchises in the fucking history of the NBA. There's no
That's
doubt
not
about it.
even you can't even debate that, bro.
No.
Like
I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
there's
And
nothing to debate.
that's why I say it pisses me off when I see these guys when I see people say this shit about Kobe because I watched him and I have a lot of respect for the body of work that man did and the fucking things that he think about this. This man went through a rape allegation. And mind you, I was a person who thought that, maybe he did do this shit, man. If he did this is bullshit. But when all the evidence and shit started coming out and they started talking about certain things, I was like, man, this sounds fishy as fuck. So
Right.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this shit, but I was
Especially when
thinking,
I seen what she looked like and I was just like,
yeah.
nigga, what? Nigga, come
So
on
I'm
now.
sitting here and I'm listening to this shit and I'm thinking to myself, do you understand the amount of fucking bullshit he's going through right now to be persecuted in the media? to have to go to these fucking trials in Colorado, stand there and listen to this bullshit from some prosecutor or DA, talk this shit about him, make him feel like, he's a piece of shit, not say nothing, have to go home and face your wife because you fucked up, right? Whatever it was. And then on top of that, even some of your fans turning on you, right? Some of your fan base. And the only thing that gets you through is coming to get on that fucking court. And
Yeah, I feel like a lot of.
during
I feel
that
like
time,
if it was any
man,
other player during that time, I feel like that would have broke them. Like I
hey,
feel
let
like
me tell
Kobe
you,
was the one player that could have actually withstand through all that.
that motherfucker during that time frame was a fucking problem. During
That's
that
probably why he
time,
was playing out of his mind, literally.
he was a fucking problem. And I watched this dude. I was like, this motherfucker is on a mission. He is trying to. I mean, he basically said "fuck you" to everybody. That's basically what he did. He
That's why it
basically said,
pisses me off. That's why it pisses me off when dudes like Gil come out talking about like he this big Kobe fan. No, the fuck you not. You was probably one of them same niggas I was hating on him during that time period too, nigga. Cut it out.
"Here's the
Like
problem.
when you hear that.
I don't give a fuck what you tell me. I don't care what you say, how big your fandom is. I don't give a fuck what you know. These little irrelevant fucking stats, or what jersey you have on and what it meant and what year he wore it and all this other bullshit. His high school jersey and how it's
Yeah, like
whatever.
nigga, that don't make you a fan, nigga.
I don't give a fuck about that. You know what that tells me? It tells me that you were the guy that supposedly loved this guy so much, but you were willing, if you had the opportunity, to stab him in the back.
Man,
You
literally.
you you supposedly love this guy so much that you were envious of him, and if you coulda, you would have did whatever you could to fuck him over. That's how I look at it. Because most motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a fan of Kobe Bryant as a player. I'm not a fan of everything he did in his life. I don't care about, what car he drove on Tuesdays. I don't give a fuck what pair of shoes he wore in this game, right? I'm talking about the player. Yeah, I get there's other things that encompass, because he was a player and what shoes he wore during this playoff series and all this other shit. That's fine. I'm talking about the game. I'm a fan of his, of the game, because he played the game the only way he knew how. And that was all out. I'm coming for your neck. I don't give a fuck who's in front of me. I'm going to win this fucking game. And I'm going to do it all while looking you dead in your eye and letting you know you can't fucking hold me. That's what I'm a fan of. The mentality. I'm a fan
Yeah.
of the mentality. I'm not a fan of the fucking shoes. I'm not a fan of the fucking jersey. I mean, yes, those represent him in a certain sort of way, but I'm a fan of his brain. And as far as I'm concerned, there ain't but two motherfuckers who are built like that. And it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan and Kobe Bean Bryant. The only two I've ever seen like that as of yet. That doesn't mean there's not another one coming. So,
Man, that would be crazy.
that does not
That
mean
would
there's
be
not another one
crazy.
coming. Anyway, I'm done talking about Kobe and these bullshit lists. I want to talk about some Chiefs football, and we're just gonna get into it real quick. If you don't know, if you've been, I don't, if you haven't heard yet, and we're late getting to the party because it happened today. This video will probably come out tomorrow, uh, but we got news on Rasheed Rice and the incident that happened. What was it, a year and a half ago, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got news as far as the incident where he had I guess it was the racing incident on the, I want to say on the interstate or whatever. I don't even think it was the interstate. It was basically in
It was on the
Texas
highway.
on the highway.
Yeah.
And so he got into a little trouble, right? Caused an accident, him and his partners, and they have come down with basically what his punishment is going to be. And it was 5 year probation, 30 days of jail time. Apparently, he can do the 30 days at any time, and he can even break it up within that 5 year span. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as far
Now,
as I read. Yeah.
that's how I read it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the deal. A lot of people, they're kind of guessing what the NFL is going to do as far as, what their punishment is going to be on top of this for his suspension. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to bear on the, at the very worst, right? I'm going to give you what I think is the very worst that could happen. I'm going to say he gets a 5 to 8 game suspension. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm just saying that's how I say the very worst. That's the very worst I think that could happen. 5 to 8 game suspension. At the very least, 2 games. Right? I don't know, but that's just a
I
guess.
I say that's about right.
So we shall see what happens. But I think it's finally over as far as his situation with the the, the state, right? He or the county or whatever they want to call it. That's over with. He's got to pay some kind of
I mean,
restitution.
I don't really mind it because I do think the quicker they can get it over with, the better. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Especially early on in the season. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't mind.
And my thing is like if he's not going to be able to play early on in the season because he's serving a suspension, and we don't know this yet. This is just a guess, but I think it will come during the season early. Uh, this does give the Chiefs an opportunity to get some more reps to Worthy, Jalen Royals, who's going to need it, and get Hollywood back, you know, into the fold as far as being out there running routes, uh, getting a chance to kind of get some chemistry with Patrick Mahomes, still. So,
Too, I think Jalen Royals too, because
yeah, Jalen
let's be
Royals for
honest. I
sure.
mean, Jalen Royals kind of plays similar to uh, Rice.
Yeah,
Like they kind of have that same body style.
yeah,
They're both bigger receivers. So
yeah,
he could easily, or they could at least plug him in that role from time to time, and
yeah.
see how it goes. So I think they'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be like no long term
I don't
like
either. I don't
crazy
think it'll be long
suspension or
term.
nothing like that.
Yeah.
So
One thing I will say is that with all of this going on, I'm glad to hear that Rice has not been in any trouble since then, right?
yeah,
Which is
exactly.
good.
He's been. It looked
And
like he's been super focused since
and
then.
I
So
I hope he learned something from this, right? Because it wasn't too long ago we had another guy in the NFL who was a talented player, still young in his rookie season, and fucking around with these fast cars, getting excited, getting in them, you got to be careful. You know, things get away from you, somebody can get hurt, right? And I'm saying this coming from the child of a drag racer. If y'all don't know, my father is a drag racer, has been a drag racer before I was ever born. And I'm telling you, I've watched my dad roll vehicles, and I don't understand how he came out alive. I've been there. Side rails, I've seen him hit side rails, turn upside down, travel down the fucking track, all these things. And he's an experienced driver, has been doing it for a long time, builds motors, everything. You have to be careful. You got young guys that are out there, getting these cars and you ain't never drove anything like that in your life, and you, that shit get
Man,
away from you. That's a
that's
that's a
facts.
that's a dangerous thing. That's so dangerous. So I'm hoping that he learns something from this, you know, and that's what I want. I want to see him grow, and God willing, that's what happens, right? Other news coming out of Chiefs organization, we got our right guard for the foreseeable future. Trey Smith signed a deal,
Love
and
to see it. Love to see it.
I couldn't be happier. And it made him the highest paid guard in the league. Is that right, Mike?
Yep.
Damn,
Bro, imagine getting drafted 6th round on the
six
verge of
round.
possibly not getting drafted
Yeah,
because of the health issue.
yeah.
You come out, ball out, do pretty well, and you get a $92 million contract with 70 something million guaranteed.
And you know
Man,
what? The Step Brothers are
he took
in
a cut
talks.
too. I don't know if you know that.
I
Like
heard that.
he could have got way more. He
Yes.
definitely took a pay cut more than he could have got way more for sure.
Well, and the
So,
Step Brothers are still united. Creed Humphreys and
oh
Trey
yeah,
Smith, they're not going nowhere. So for the foreseeable
love to
future,
see it.
that makes me happy as fuck. And that offensive line, I'm gonna be honest with you, man,
I'm liking it.
it's looking
I'm liking
good.
it.
It's
I'm
looking
liking
good.
it. And I'm gonna
I
be honest with you. I don't know. It's not gonna look good optically, like contract wise, as far as like the money goes. But don't be surprised if more starting on that right tackle.
I've been saying that myself. I'm kind of
Cause
wondering if that's gonna happen because that knee surgery situation kind of put him back a little bit during the off season. And they, Moore had an issue with his hamstring, if I remember right, and the Chiefs knew about it, but they signed him anyway. But I'm just saying, what you're saying is it could very well happen. It could very well happen. They
yeah,
could even make they could even
especially
make a
if Simmons
trade.
is yeah, especially if Simmons is like progressing the way he's been progressing,
I
and
don't
they
want to get I
saying,
don't want to get too
bro,
high on Simmons. I don't
me
really want
neither.
to
But they
because
they talking about
they are
Simmons like he's
talking so
like the
good
second.
about this. Yes.
Yeah, they talking about him crazy right now.
They are talking
So
about him so good, and they're talking about how strong this motherfucker is, how well he moves, his instincts, his hands. They say that is the most amazing thing about this guy is his hand work is phenomenal. And
bro,
I'm like,
if he's anything like what they're saying, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The league done fucked up. You don't give Mahomes time to fucking throw the ball,
no,
and he don't
no,
have to goddamn fucking run for his life on a consistent basis.
yeah,
Now, if these receivers are anything like we think they can be, actually playing together,
yeah.
healthy, I'm telling y'all, just saying.
I like to see it. And nobody, excuse me,
I think this
nobody
offense
knows.
is going to be. I think this offense is going to be significantly better than it was last year,
Yeah,
bearing injury.
nobody really knows what's going to happen. Excuse me. But at the same time, I mean, you never do. You never know what's going to happen during the season, right? Injuries fuck up a lot of shit. But what I will say is this: the core of the Chiefs on offense is still there. The core, being the offensive line, especially the middle of the line, is still there. As far as Creed and Trey, Kingsley Suma, I can never say his name right. Sumataia,
Kingsley,
yeah, he's there, and they're saying he's working out really well at that left guard position. And you
yeah, and
have
I think
guys, huh?
I think having a player like even with more, like let's just say more starts at left tackle, at least for the first couple,
Yeah, first couple
like
games or
the first
whatever.
half. Yeah, I think that would help a dude like Kingsley. and
Yeah.
or even with Simmons, because like our other left tackle situation, it doesn't help when they're not good as well,
Yeah.
or they're not. Not only are they not good, but they're not. It's not consistent. It's always a switch up. So I think that's going to help if you got somebody that's there consistently and that has the talent on top of that. It will help him a lot more versus having him play left guard and then having Joe Tooney play out of position at left tackle, and then they kind
Yeah.
of just you know.
Yeah.
So
I
or
just think that
even
we got
having him
some good
at
stuff to look forward
left
to.
tackle. So
We have some good
yeah,
things to look
man.
forward to for this season, and I really want to see, what the team looks like once pads go on, and they get a chance to go out there and really start, going through these drills. I'm waiting to see it.
Yeah, and I want to see. And we look, we got to get McDuffie done because we can
Yes.
still extend him.
Who do you think they're going to do first? Or do you think they're going to go with McDuffie or Karloftis first?
You know what's funny? We've been hearing that they're actually going to go with Karlaftis first.
Ooh, man.
They can. Here's the thing, though. They can really do. They can do both. Like it really just depends on um, how much more of because McDuffie's not going to go significantly higher than what Sauce got.
You know what
Like
irritates me about that?
it's gonna be in that it's gonna be in that ballpark. Like I mean, it might be even a little bit lower, but just because of the
mm,
fact Sauce has actual like he won rookie of the year, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like he's got things like that on his belt. Now that's not to say that McDuffie doesn't because he's an all pro,
yeah.
but I'm just saying like it's not going to be like significantly way more than what Sauce got. It's either going to be at that price or a little bit below that. So
I don't know. I would hope that they would try to get both of them done. Excuse me.
I think they want to keep both
Yeah,
because
I would
here's the
hope
thing:
so.
you have to. Because here's the thing that people aren't really thinking about. Chris Jones is getting older.
Yeah,
He's not going to be there forever. So you want to have that next. You want to have that next guy that you can like the next guy on your
he's the
defensive
next guy
line.
up. Karloftis
He
is the
really
next guy
is
up,
because he's
and
what? How old is Karloff? Is 22, 23,
if that, yeah, I think you're
if
right. I think
that.
he's 20. I think he's 22, 23. So, and what you want to have is a guy who's got a lot of snaps in. He has been training for some time with
He's
some,
24.
yeah, some great guys. He understands the offense. I mean the defense, and he's got a motor. And that defense is just getting younger. That defense is just getting younger. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but they're
Oh
getting
yeah.
younger.
But yeah, like
And
they have to yeah, they're and then Jawan what'll help with is that they still have 2 years to figure this out for one. And then on top of that, they still have their the tagging and shit like that. They can
yeah,
do that if they wanted
yeah,
to. And then on top of that, Jawan Taylor's not gonna be on the team more than likely next year, so that'll help,
that'll definitely help.
you know. And then and I'm gonna be honest, like Mahomes is gonna restructure that deal at any point now.
Yeah,
I don't know if it'll be next year. They're going to rip up this contract they got now, and they're going to spread those years out even further
yep.
than what it is now to free up even more money. So, I'm not really worried about it, honestly. I don't think because I know people are talking about the Chiefs don't necessarily re-sign corners. They've let Snead walk and da 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 da. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The Chiefs have never. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. They have never had a corner like this ever. Name one in their prime. I don't think there is
I
one.
mean, I won't say no. I don't think they've had one that is as multifaceted, talented wise as far as the things he can do. I don't think they have ever had one like a Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie.
I think Trent McDuffie is he's a top three corner in the league right now.
I think he's. I think
and
he's
he's
top.
done it.
I think he's top
Yeah,
two. I think he's top two
I
at least.
agree. I agree. And here's the funny thing: not only that, he's gotten progressively better every year he's been in the league. The thing with Snead,
Yes.
and I love Snead. Snead really popped out that last season he was with the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
That's when he really popped out. But then on top of that, he had injury concerns. Obviously, he hasn't really been playing with the Titans because of that knee. So like, there's other things going on too, and he was older too. Like
Yeah.
he was already what 27 years old, whereas
Yeah.
McDuffie is not even. I think McDuffie is what 23,
Probably so.
if that.
Yeah. I think I want to say he is. I don't. To me,
Uh,
I just think that we get so enamored with.
24. Yeah. So
Yeah, and when you say the greatest, best corners that the Chiefs have ever had, uh,
just talent wise, like homegrown,
yeah,
I don't
I
think they've
will.
had one like a Trent McDuffie.
Man, yeah, there there's a lot of good ones. Dale Carter, I remember Dale Carter. God,
I mean, and if they
uh,
have, it's been a long time since they've had one. I'll put
it
it that
has
way.
been a long time since they had one. Uh,
Like on this list right now, they already got Trent McDuffie in the top 10 in Chiefs
I
history.
I would say,
He's number
yeah,
10.
yeah, I would definitely say that. I
You
would
got
definitely
Brandon
say that.
Flowers. Wait, Flowers was a corner?
Yeah, he was. Brandon Carr and Brandon Flowers both played for
Then
the
you got Kevin
Chiefs.
Ross too.
Yep. I would say
But like
that
I
you're
said,
probably.
it's been a long time at the least. It's been a very long time. Marcus Peters, he's better than Marcus Peters was to
Oh,
me.
definitely
Because
better than Mark.
yeah,
Yes.
like Marcus Peters was a better ball hawk, but that's because he gambled a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like he got more interceptions. But like I said, that's because he gambled a lot.
He did gamble a hell of a lot.
And then you got
Uh,
Dale Carter. You got to give Dale Carter his credit too. But
yeah.
Emmett Thomas was good too. He was really good actually.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I mean, there's a couple players, uh, but like you said, they don't keep corners like that, right? They don't. They usually tend to let them go, or they get them from somebody else.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think this is different. I think
uh,
this is different.
I do think you have to keep Trent McDuffie. I mean, he's a face in the league right now. He's young, and like I said, his body of he's so multifaceted of what he can do. You gotta,
That he's been an All Pro at two different positions.
yeah,
That's something
exactly.
Sauce Gardner has not done, bro.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner has not done that.
Well,
So
like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Chiefs do when it comes to signing these guys. What else is on your mind as far as the the sporting world is concerned?
man, I'm just ready for football, and I'm ready for Mahomes to go absolutely scorched earth on the entire league next year.
Yeah,
I think Mahomes
well,
is winning MVP next year. That's
we're
what I
gonna
think.
see.
I think Mahomes wants some more hardware. That's what I think.
I think he heard
I
a lot
think
of
y'all
talk.
done. I think y'all done pissed off Travis Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
not even just Travis, bro. Could you imagine how the offensive line feels?
Oh yeah.
Y'all really think Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith ain't hear y'all talking all that shit all this offseason,
Yep.
especially with the Eagles?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on now. And then they just brought. I'm telling y'all, even and look, I'll even say that even Jawan Taylor might even have a little pep in his step. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know.
We'll see.
Now I know the first two for sure because Taylor
Yeah.
be on some bullshit. But if Simmons is anything like we think, man, I'm telling y'all, and don't let
Well,
us get a run game.
we're gonna see. We are gonna see. Well, I don't have anything else I'd like to talk about. We did last week. We didn't do a show. I have been extremely busy. Uh,
Shit, I've been
number
crippled.
Say what?
I said, shit, I've been crippled.
Well, yeah, you did injure yourself. So
Don't worry about all
we
that, y'all.
I have been extremely busy, but don't mind that. We tried to put something out, and look, like I said, this is just sports talk. That's all it
Oh,
is. What's
I want
that?
to say this too. Listen, I know we talked about Trent McDuffie and Carl Alptus, but we're missing one more player that needs to be re-signed.
That needs to be resigned.
Yes,
Hold on,
immediately.
hold on. Offense or
I'm
defense?
gonna let you think. Defense.
On defense,
Yep.
hold on.
I'm gonna let you think.
Um. Oh. Uh. Mr. Honey. I mean, not Mr. Honey. Mr. Wisconsin Badger himself,
Mr. Leo
Chenal.
Chenal.
Yeah, Wisconsin
He
Badger.
needs to be re-signed because here's what I think. I think this is going to be the last year of Drew Tranquil
I do
in
too.
Kansas City.
I do too.
So when that happens, you'll have. I think
Ooh, that was a
they're gonna
tough.
they're gonna that dude that they just drafted, Basu.
Yeah,
If he does
Basa.
well, if he does well, I could easily see them moving him on up and then expanding Chanel's role even more,
Yeah,
and then moving on from freaking Drew Tranquil. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
I can see
So
that.
they need to get that done immediately.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him going to no damn Eagles or no shit like that.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Fuck no, just for
No.
him to be like, just for him to turn into what's his name that they just got from the Saints this past year and have like a defensive player of the year
Oh
caliber
yeah,
season.
yeah. I know who you're talking about. The guy that
Yeah, just for him to do some shit
Zane
like that.
was it
Yeah,
Zane something like that.
Zach Bond. Yeah, Zach
Zach
Bond.
Bond. That's what it was. Not
Yeah,
Zane or
yeah,
Zane.
yeah. Get the fuck out of here. They need a. They need. I need Beach to do that as soon as possible because he's not going to be like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
At least I don't think. He'll get a
Okay.
nice little contract, but I don't think it's going to be nothing out of the realm like they can't afford. So get that done. You get the other two done. I'll be happy. So
Okay. Well, I like I said, I don't have anything else. I have been busy. I'm trying to get these things out, get them done, put something out throughout the week. But it is extremely hard. If y'all don't know, I have a new puppy, and he's been getting a lot of my attention and time.
yeah, man, it's our new dog, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, my new dog.
You know what I'm
Why
saying?
you
That
why
mug
you
gonna be
keep trying
hard.
to why you keep trying to take my dog, man?
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, it's my dog, not our dog. And though my son thinks he's gonna get my dog.
Hey, man. Be like that. Shit,
So
Dorian tried to
anyway,
get me to take that little badass chihuahua he got over there. I said,
oh
hell no.
my,
Hell no.
no,
I'm good.
I would have been like hell no. Yeah,
He
I
got me
think that
messed
thing
up.
is always doing some shit.
Man, he was barking like crazy, man. Acting like he ain't ever seen nobody before.
Yeah.
Chirping.
Anyway, that's all we have for the night. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's just a little chat. That's all it was, just a little chat. We said our piece about the Kobe Bryant incident in the Bleacher Report top 100 list, and we made it known what we thought of it. It was not all of it, but some of it. So,
I'm dead.
anyway, if you guys have any questions or you want to give your own 2 cents on the Bleacher Report top 100 list, leave it in the comments. Uh, like to hear from everybody. If you don't, and you can give two shits less about the Bleacher Report, we get it. We understand. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it was a pleasure. We will see you guys later. Don't get in no trouble. We out. Y'all take it easy.